former Vanderbilt nurse convicted of killing a patient will not serve any prison time. A Nashville jury convicted RaDonda Vaught of killing 75-year-old Charlene Murphy by giving her the wrong medication.
Yeah, the judge decided probation was the right punishment. Fox 17 News' Amanda Chin has more on the emotional day in court.
Inside the courtroom, you could see the emotion in both Charlene Murphy's family and in RaDonda Vaught's. In the end, the judge ultimately delivered on what the family says Miss Murphy would have wanted.
Placing the defendant on supervised probation.
75-year-old Charlene Murphy gone, leaving a family heartbroken.
Just the hurt that I watched my family go through is horrible. It's absolutely horrible.
This comes after a jury convicted former Vanderbilt nurse RaDonda Vaught of criminally negligent homicide and gross neglect of an impaired adult. Vaught has also had her nursing license stripped. The former nurse accidentally gave the wrong medication to Murphy in 2017, leading to her death.
On that day, I let her down. I let Charlie Murphy down. I let her family down. I let myself down.
Members of the Murphy family took the stand and believe Vaught had no intention of killing their loved one. Their message to Judge Jennifer Smith.
We forgive her. My mother-in-law would want her to be forgiven. And jail time is not an option to me for her.
Ultimately, Judge Smith sentenced Vaught to 3 years supervised probation and granted judicial diversion. That means if Vaught successfully completes her probation, her convictions will be expunged. Members of the prosecution team tell me they respect Judge Smith's decision and are happy they were able to bring some closure to the Murphy family. An online petition has more than 170,000 signatures supporting clemency for former nurse RaDonda Vaught. But the family of the patient who died says this backlash has re-traumatized them.
We, the jury, find the defendant, RaDonda Vaught, guilty of criminally negligent homicide.
The jury found former Vanderbilt nurse RaDonda Vaught guilty of 2 charges for an accidental injection death of 75-year-old Charlene Murphy in 2017.
There are going to be mistakes that are made. Some of them, unfortunately, are life-threatening. The answer is not to incarcerate those people.
Dr. Pamela Mehta is one of thousands of medical professionals from across the country that has expressed concern over criminalizing medical mistakes. Hannah McLaughlin is a nurse from Syracuse, New York, who started that online petition.
I think the outcome of this is going to be detrimental to our profession. Absolutely.
But the district attorney's office says this was not a case about a simple mistake. This was about 18 instances of gross neglect.
The district attorney's office supports victims, and the victim in this case was Charlene Murphy.
The reaction to the verdict led to the Murphy family issuing a statement. They feel friends and political candidates have made them into bad guys. They feel humiliated, degraded, and say they may never get over the reaction to this verdict. What is your response to that?
I don't think the nursing community is going after the family itself because they lost, a family member in a very tragic way. It's more of an institutional relationship there.
The Murphy family ends by saying, quote, "Our mother was a caring and loving person. Those using her death for personal gain should be ashamed."
A new rise in illness cases among young children has health officials alerting parents to be aware of the symptoms of this virus.
There's always something out there.
Melissa DeMaria is a mother of 2. She says she's not too worried about this illness that's trending in kids.
As a parent, I think that there are so many things that can make you crazy when it comes to worrying about your kids.
The Hamilton County Health Department is warning parents about this mysterious rise in hepatitis cases among children. Vanderbilt Children's Hospital in Nashville has just seen under 8 cases in the last 6 months. Dr. Charles Woods says they haven't seen any cases at Children's Hospital at Erlanger yet.
I guess back in the fall in Birmingham at UAB, they noticed several cases of hepatitis, which is liver infection in children. That was an unusual set of or number of children coming in a fairly close amount of time that they normally wouldn't see. and they got a hold of the CDC and their health department.
Over the last 6 months, the CDC reported 109 cases of hepatitis in children, including 5 deaths. The CDC is advising parents to look out for symptoms like fever, fatigue, nausea, abdominal pain, and more.
The difference with this is here's a virus that we've known about for a long time, but it wasn't thought to cause any kind of serious hepatitis. And so that's what's new. And again, we're at the beginning of understanding, if you will. There's a lot of work to still be done.
He says most of the children have recovered, but some have severe liver damage from the virus, resulting in them getting liver transplants. Demaria says it's good information to keep in mind.
If you're aware and you see something, then it'll ring that bell that says, oh, wait, I heard about this. Maybe I should take this seriously, rather than letting something go until it might be too late. And that's always good in any situation when it comes to your children.